मैन एडवांटेज लेके निकल ही गए थे, लेकिन उड़ोतान का लेट स्विंग आया, फिर भी उनको किल मिल गया। जेनजी की तरफ से रोटेशन आ चुके हैं, 2 प्लेयर्स यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी तैनात। फॉक्सी नाइन के कांटेक्ट पे स्विंग आएगा टेक्सचर की तरफ से, पापी
ओके,
किल्स
वेलकम
टेक्सचर,
टू द
दैट्स
स्ट्रीम
अमेजिंग।
गाइस, क्या हाल आप लोगों का?
और अब जी के पास एक चांस है, आराम से वो स्लो डाउन कर
विंडो
सकते हैं, वाइपर टॉक्सिन
कैप्चर।
स्क्रीन के अप होने का वेट कर सकते हैं, एंड देन दे कैन गो इन फॉर द प्लांट, क्योंकि उन्हें मालूम है कि यहाँ पे जेनजी के दोनों प्लेयर्स आ ही चुके रहेंगे। फ्लैंक पे अब तक ट्रिगर नहीं हुआ है उनका चेंबर ट्रैप, सो देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम। एंड नाउ यू नो वेयर सोवा इज एज वेल। डबल फेस करने की कोशिश, फॉक्सी 9 के ऊपर जंप कर दिया गया दोनों प्लेयर्स के द्वारा। और अब ये देख लीजिए, और एक ऑलमोस्ट ट्रिपल पीक के सेटअप में सब तैयार है ऐश के इंतजार के लिए।
या ग्रेट बी टेक यहाँ पे, और अकेले बचे हुए ऐश, उनके पास एक शॉकटेट और रिकॉन मौजूद। पूरी एचपी भी इस वक्त बरकरार। क्रिस्टल को एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे प्रीफायर करने की कोशिश, यहाँ पे वाइट स्विंग की येलो की तरफ से आइसोलेट करने की कोशिश में सामने बढ़ेंगे। एक को मिलेगा, दूसरा नहीं उनको
ओ
मिलेगा।
जी,
पापी एंड यूडोटान स्विंग टुगेदर, और ये बहुत ही अच्छा पिस्टल राउंड जो हम यूजुअली जी की तरफ से देखते नहीं, क्योंकि पिस्टल्स हमारी एक परछाई बन के रह गई थी। जो हम पहले पिस्टल्स के मास्टर रहते थे, आते ही आते रोस्टर चेंज होते होते वो पिस्टल्स का जो हमारा जलवा था वो निकल गया। लेकिन ये पिस्टल जीत के मुझे काफी अच्छा लग रहा है ऑनेस्टली।
या एंड जेनजी इज आल्सो अ प्रीटी गुड पिस्टल टीम यार, उनका पूरे लीग में सेकंड या थर्ड हाईएस्ट पिस्टल विन राउंड रेट है। 2023 में जी का भी 100% पिस्टल राउंड विन रेट होता था, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली उसके बाद काफी कम हो गया है वो। नाइस टू सी कि अभी भी बरकरार
अबे
है।
गेम का साउंड क्यों
या
नहीं आ
वहाँ
रहा
पे
है भाई?
ऐश को एक काफी हद तक शॉक डार्ट पड़ा था, आई थिंक बीचों बीच, या ही इज डाउन टू 25
या
एचपी,
फिर
और मंचकिन को यहाँ पे निकाल दिया गया है
लो
मिड
गेम
की ओर
साउंड।
भी। जी यहाँ पे अग्रेशन एक्सपेक्ट करके फॉक्सी 9 को भी काफी लो कर दिया है। वेरी गुड रीड राइट नाउ फ्रॉम जी, उन्होंने यूडो को भेज के वहाँ पे एक पहला पिक निकाल लिया और कंटिन्यू करेंगे वो उसी तरफ, और जेनजी को पूरी तरह से बी की ओर ढकेल दिया गया, और उन्होंने यहाँ पे स्टैक करने का एक डिसीजन ले लिया है। एंड यूडो शायद ये मार्शल यहाँ पे खो बैठे हैं, उनका टेलीपोर्ट लगाया नहीं गया, सो रॉन्डेवू इज नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प हिम हियर। स्ट्रेट अप फाइट्स आएंगी, पहला ही वो एडजस्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे, और पापी यहाँ पे वो ट्रेड निकालने के लिए सामने आएंगे। पहला किल मिल जाएगा, दूसरा यहाँ पे ट्रेड के लिए भी मौजूद, सब लोग मदद करने के लिए आ
ओ
चुके हैं,
द
और उन्होंने
क्रिस्टल।
जेनजी को लगभग खत्म कर ही दिया है।
मुझे कैरन से डर लग रहा था, क्योंकि एक सेकंड के लिए कैरन और यहाँ पे फॉक्सी 9, उन दोनों की जो पीक टाइमिंग थी वो बहुत ही अच्छी थी। फॉक्सी 9 के कांटेक्ट पे कैरन ने पीक किया, उनको ऑलमोस्ट किल मिल भी गया था, बट ठीक है चलो, ट्रेड्स आ गए, बचा लिया यहाँ पे। जीई उन्होंने जेनजी को एक भी वेपन रिकवर करने नहीं दिया है, तो ज़्यादा एडवांटेज नहीं मिलेगा टेक्सचर को। हाँ वैसे वहाँ पे एक फॉलन मार्शल है जो टेक्सचर उठा सकते हैं, अगर क्रिस्टल ने उन्हें पहले नहीं मार गिराया तो।
दिया वन
क्रिस्टल
टैप।
तैयार है, लेकिन टेक्सचर खुद ऑफ कोर्स काफी वेरी गुड इन दीस काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशंस। लेकिन क्रिस्टल हल्का सा ऑफ एंगल, और उनको मिलता हुआ दूसरा राउंड। यहाँ पे जेनजी नॉट बैड एट ऑल, डिसेंट। यहाँ पे 2 वेपन्स उन्होंने गिरा दिए, एक मार्शल थी एंड आई थिंक देयर वाज 1 राइफल जो उन्होंने ऑलरेडी अपग्रेड कर ली थी जी ने। लेकिन एक वैंडल, एक गार्डियन और एक बुलडॉग लिए जी बढ़ेंगे अपने बोनस राउंड की तरफ। और अब जेनजी का यहाँ पे क्या बाय राउंड में प्रोग्रेशन रहेगा, क्या वो अग्रेसिव जाने की फिर से कोशिश करेंगे? वो ऑर्ब कलेक्शन जो है वो जेनजी के लिए काफी अच्छा ऑब्जेक्टिव है हर बार जब भी वो ए साइड पे खेलते हैं पूरे 3 स्टैक के साथ, और वही लग रहा है कि उनका फिर से एक ऑब्जेक्टिव रहेगा। और मिल जाएगा टेक्सचर, और कैरन भी सामने बढ़ते हुए, और उसी के लिए यहाँ पे अवॉइड करते हुए जी जाएगी बी की तरफ, जहाँ पे मंचकिन को थोड़ा सा ऑलरेडी डैमेज दिया है।
उधर से
एक बार
इमेज
फिर से
डाउनलोड
जी
नहीं
एक
होता
बी
है
की तरफ
क्या?
फाइट करना चाहते हैं, सारे के सारे प्लेयर्स एक साथ पीक करेंगे, वाइपर के वन वे को इग्नोर करते हुए बढ़ेंगे वो आगे, एंड ओवरवेल्म करेंगे जेनजी के प्लेयर्स को। मंचकिन वहां से मार दिए गए, नैनो स्वॉर्म्स को तोड़ने के लिए अर्ली शॉक टाट आएगा, एंड द सेज वॉल जस्ट टू कीप द प्लांटर सेफ। अच्छा खासा 4v5 एडवांटेज निकाल के जी अब पोस्ट प्लांट खेल सकते हैं।
डाउनलोड नहीं होता है क्या?
बिल्कुल, क्रिस्टल अभी भी अवेयर कि यहाँ पे फ्लैंक पे कोई आ सकता है। टेक्सचर को यहाँ पे वो ट्रैप डिटेक्ट कर लेगा, तोड़ दिया उन्होंने। टेक्सचर फाइट लेंगे और हार जाएंगे। मुझे लगा कि टेक्सचर एक्चुअली वुड बी रेडी फॉर दैट एंगल। कैरन और उनके सिर्फ एक ही टीममेट बचे हुए इस वक्त उनके बगल में, क्योंकि ऊपर की तरफ से आते हुए एक और फॉक्सीना ने एक ट्रेड निकाल, लेकिन यूडोटान यहाँ पे एकदम डटे हुए रेडी है, और उनके बुलेट्स हर एक जेनजी प्लेयर को सीधा माथे पे पड़ेंगे। व्हाट अ राउंड फ्रॉम यूडोटान।
What a round from Global Esports as well, man. It's not just Udo,
अबे
because
साउंड नहीं
yeah,
आ रहा है
उनके
भाई,
एम ने
क्या
काफी
सीन है?
अच्छा सिचुएशन बनाया यहाँ पे जी के लिए, that Bucky is very dangerous as well.
things go from bad to worse for Gen.G in that round, but it really is just the early stages of this map still, right? So we've got timeout coming through in this next round to have a bit of a chit chat, because there is going to be a lot of adaptations that we need to see from Gen.G coming out in this series when you look at just a very outlierish composition that Global are running.
A little bit odd with the ISO, the chamber, but you can definitely already see some of the effects from it. Yudotan has been landing a lot of these successful shots. And
it's not like that we haven't seen a composition like this before, right? Team Secret did run a composition like this previously where they ran the KO instead of the Sage, but it's just one team, right? It's such a small subset of opportunity to expect that composition to be coming out for Global here too. Because when you look at this veto, right, Lotus being banned out from them, okay, 100% that makes sense. But the question really was for me, what are you looking to pick in towards, right? Are you going to an Ascent where you're looking somewhat okay, or are you going on to something that you're just not really been playing? And with a new composition of players on the squad for GE as well, they can kind of revitalize what the team looks like. They can just go back to the drawing board, and with MCE kind of cooking a little bit in that department too with Elevated, this is a new form for Global that so far at the beginning of this stage is looking promising.
absolutely. There's even some slight overlap with their corrode comp, but right now at least GE just holding in case Gen.G pulls off something out of the book.
Yeah, just a lot of passive play at the moment. Hearing it earlier on from Pilsky as well, right? When you've just got a single duelist in ban and you've got no real flashes to be able to go in with, you do have to dry peek a lot of angles. You have to go together as a unit. Some good heads up money management from Yudotan at the moment too, right? Farm up towards the tour de force with an outlaw. Just shred your opponents who are just onto the sheriffs and light shields.
Very careful with his approach around the toxic screen as well. The Texture has dug himself deep in.
We just need to make sure for Global here that they don't take too long before ultimately deciding where they want to end up.
It's been quite a bit of time, Komodo.
Yeah, 35 seconds to go, and Gen.G are second guessing if they want to rotate away from this A side. I mean, it's just the sheriffs and the light shields, as I said, right? So it's not a bad idea to just kind of stay here at A.
Oh, well. Gonna start going through now. 20 seconds left on the clock. Yudotan pushes up, takes down Munchkin. The Texture, he begins his expedition as well. GE straight into the site. Foxy9 with a singular kill, but not too much left. Ash to try to do all the work necessary, but at this point, GE gets the site and the spike planted. Texture creeping up, lands a decent shot. Picks up the Phantom for it as well, but as soon as he swings, Poppy does not allow him to wreak any more havoc.
Oh, it gets close at the end there, though. Sub 10 seconds, the spike just picked up. A world in which Texture, if he finds a clean one on towards ban, maybe you are thinking that that round would have been achievable for Gen.G. Talk about the time getting the better of you, though. A lot of what happens if the shots go the way of the Sheriffs in this round. Nevertheless, we throw that behind us now because it was just the eco to come through from Gen.G. Now's the time for them to start to get on the scoreboard, right? To look for an opening kill that they've not really been successful in finding just yet. And we've got a different look for Gen.G on this fifth round here, sorry. 3 stack over towards the B site. No operators out. I'll be waiting to see if Texture's able to pick that one up.
You're gonna have to look into some plan Bs as well. Ash with the Hunter's Fury. So A side definitely is a little bit more open, but now information retrieved. No, Yeoman.
Very quick in towards this one as well, isn't it? Another opening kill for GE. They can set up for
Xbox इसका GIGABYTE
kill contract. Very powerful.
Great anticipation coming out from GE, and now with the second kill, it just cements their hold of the site that much stronger. Tough retake for the Korean squad.
I wouldn't even be surprised with this stolen utility if Gen.G do just call for a save. They're not given any opportunities to get in.
Nonetheless, Foxy9 tries something off of this paranoia.
क्या
He does get
भाई?
a singular kill, but look at Yudotan. 2 more kills, and there's only so much that Foxy9 can do left. The round is done.
Another big multi-frag to come through from Yudotan there in a post-plant scenario. Global Esports are on one today. Yudotan specifically, such a pivotal player for this GE squad, you think. A couple of different role shifts throughout the course of his career so far, but right now in this one, the only shift that we care about is the shift in his crosshair placement, isn't it? From anywhere to an opponent's head or body. getting out these massive multi-frags, and now you're getting into a round where you're bolstered with huge amount of ultimates for Global Esports, not even needing to deploy any just yet, really. This is becoming worrisome for Gen.G.
Yeah, true surprise with this Icebox pick coming forward. Kind of like what our desk mentioned, if Yudahan is fragging, GE must be moving upwards as well.
Just reminds me of what we saw previously for Gen.G on the map of Icebox against G2. Right, on the defensive side, they come out with 3 rounds in a row, and then they lose the remainder. They were, you know, they were on 11 for the longest time. I think it was 9 rounds in a row they lost to the attacking side of G2, and then done by Toronto. A heartbreaker. So feels like Icebox is not just a new look for GE, but a Gen.G that might be caught unexpecting that this was going to come out.
Well, they certainly are still trying to adjust. The 3-stack on yellow, still in position.
Yeah, you definitely want to see this Guardian and the Phantom from Texture do some deliverance here.
He's gonna have to land it though. Just quick in with the jiggle peek, and GE already has the information they're looking for.
उठाया किसी को.
To the gulag ban. Let's see. He's gonna be able to eliminate that first kill right off the bat. And with that, the shield's up as well.
30 seconds to go, though. They've got to get in, and Hunter's Fury is out. Look at the reveal, look at the tags.
Looks a little bit desperate, though, but it does buy enough time for Texture to peek out. 2 kills found, maybe the 3rd, he gets it! Yeoman with the res, quick on the draw, but Texture, he's hunting, going in for the ace! Round on the board for Gen.G!
We were waiting for him. He's heated up on this cold map of Icebox here with the ace with the 5k. There was a res in the mix there as well, but the biggest thing on the back of the kill contract is just being very patient there as Texture. Dancing around yellow, making sure the shots do come out. There's 20 seconds to go as well. He's got his teammates that are starting to make some rotations if he does falter, but he does not. The kill leader of Pacific is finally in the server today.
Yeah, back in. Straight up duel against Yudotan now, tied up for top in the kill feed. But yeah, it's not true 4K, 5K since it was res.
Already seeing some adjustments as well from Global Esports with the slow orbs onto the ulti orb because they know that that's been a pickup for Gen.G right now, though. Fast again to this A site.
Straight into it. Texture though trying to a little bit sneaky around the corner. He has avoided some of these beams, but his team has sustained a lot of damage as well. This corner, can it really be the savior? No, not quite. Poppy just comes in and decimates. Only Karon left. Trying to hold out there on screens. He hears the footsteps, but Yudotan with quick peek takes another round up for Global.
Just an immediate answer back from them, isn't it? Very rapid in towards the A site. You got the Hunter's Fury in there from Crystal, finding some damage, finding a kill. Just a faster paced Global Esports when they don't have flashes. It's bodies on the line. It's going together as a unit, as a team, with very coordinated utility at the moment as well. Just been very impressed by the way that they are maneuvering around these sites of the map, going from fast pace to slow pace, not trying to just overwhelm themselves at the moment. They'll be finding 6 on the board, so just leaving that 1 in isolation from Gen.G, who are back towards a bit of an eco here. The blades are out for Texture, but Foxy9 deleted.
Quick on the pressure still. And it's another round where Gen.G has broken economy Munchkin here with the Hero Phantom. Up around Garage, completely surrounded. Have to shoot his way out of this situation, but with the little peek out, it's just GE so prepared to take on the fight.
Yeah, the Phantom abuser there. Munchkin not able to get the job done. He's been loving that gun lately over the Vandal, but some of these situations, I wonder if it would be better the other way. Here's the blades of Texture, though, to bring things within 1.
Snap down. Can he get another? He tries to close in the distance, will be able to, but he gets hit by the undercut. Those are the blades. Gone, robbed away. Just Ash left.
Yeah, great timing on that removal of the blade storm there as well. And Ash, another 1vx scenario.
Might have some utility to work off of Komodo, but look at the angles, slight high-low, and as soon as he peeks out again, it's easily spotted out by the members of Global Esports.
Yeah, they are just absolutely on one for this map at the moment, aren't they? They're hitting their shots, they're pathing around the map perfectly, kind of just making Gen.G sweat, I would say. They're trying to cut some corners, they're trying to go for some extra information individually, I'll add too, right? Munchkin trying to do some heroics there by himself. Texture feeling the pressure, needing to try and do something with the blade storm too. He's only good for 1 at the end, make it 2 onto Yeoman before he ultimately meets his demise. Another rifle round now to come out from Gen.G. Need to fashion something on this defensive side. An early challenge beating this utility. Ash, though, a bit stuck.
Caron around the corner, double kill, instantly picked up
Shit.
the third. Maybe not the fourth, but still, that's a lot of damage.
Big
Great
impact.
damage to come out from him. Just
3v2.
an unexpected position to Shrouded step in towards. And now you got Crystal and Yeoman, who has another resurrection online. So he can bring this back into a 3 versus 3.
Gen.G aware of it.
Oh,
as
nice
well.
shot.
Because of that, though, then Crystal watches the back. A decent trade. And it's just down to Foxy9 and Texture. The rest comes through.
Bringing up Papi too. Gives access to the pit, but they want the fight.
खाएगा
Quite
Viper.
aware. They know that Foxy9 is alone, so it's going to be the swing. Quick trades found. And Texture's on the other side.
Oh.
Yeoman out for the
Shot.
triple. Global Esports do not slow down.
Yeah, that resurrection there just providing another body for a good old fight. Keeping things interesting and entertaining for us. Global Esports, they are making mincemeat of Gen.G at the moment. When you look at the shots from Caron, you wonder why this rookie coming into this roster had delivery, had impact throughout the course of this year. But so far in this one, Gen.G not able to adapt, not able to find any advantages. I think that's the biggest thing at the moment. Global Esports are always holding these advantages.
So far, all throughout this map, it's been tough, Komodo.
Back towards the A side again. Just repeating that standard set of utility towards the ulti orb to allow progression slowly from Global. Bit of an ambitious kill contract, I'll admit. But you respect the idea. Global can start to get into this site and look for a plan.
A lot of looming threats. Gen.G quite aware now. Still site integrity compromised. You've got the pit coming forward. Just going to conceal a lot of positions.
Yeah, it brings out the lockdown here as well with the plant going down. So it's a bit of a big investment from Gen.G to drop this one down when you consider the pit has been used from Global. There was that kill contract too. So this 5 versus 5 could get wonky.
Yeah, right around the edge, back into the pit. You got the flash to buy some space for Gen.G, but again, the guns are just not quite there. GE are happy to dive straight into this, to take those duels. Fully automatic left click and hold. It's just Munchkin who's trying to land some nasty flicks. Sheriff in hand.
Viper का wall किधर है? इधर से.
All exits, no survival. GE and Udotan will continue forward.
Yeah, just very ambitious to drop that lockdown there, hoping that you'd be able to find the space into the site, get a couple of kills, but that Viper's pit ban is just making it kind of his own territory at that point in time, isn't he? Doesn't matter that Papi isn't really towards the fight to get the highlights there. Rest of his team just hitting their shots where required. Global Esports are having a monstrous attacking side on Icebox at the moment, but still, Gen.G will have that around the corner. 2 more to go here. Access to a pit of their own for Munchkin. He's got Caron here to back him up at the B site. So I do wonder if Global want to scope that out and potentially go elsewhere when they do recognize that. The operator is out now for Global 2. Yeoman, as well as this tour de force from Udotan.
Yellow.
Drone isn't going to scare Texture away, though. We're really just waiting to see who is going to be the first casualty. How far does Udotan go here? Here's the drone.
You got Caron ready with the flash as well, but it's just one player spotted so far. Munchkin looks to steal away.
Now that they've got the opening kill, can Gen.G convert in this 5 versus 4, where this A site is already just swarmed by Global Esports?
Got all the information to work off of. Everyone's around the site. Got to work into this as a team.
ये वाला guns का skin बहुत अच्छा है. देखा head लगा देख रहे.
Just Global to try to hold around the back of 410. Papi tries to stake his claim. And then Crystal. Angle spotted off the rafters, and Gen.G just continue marching into their doom.
Does Munchkin try and use the Viper's pit here to just provide himself some blockage?
It's going to be quite desperate. Hides away from the recon for now, but he's running out of time, so This does not feel good, Komodo.
That was an opening frag for Gen.G, and they're starting to push towards middle a little bit. They're wrapping back towards the A site in that advantage, and we see the plant go down for Global. We see an overextension from Ban, but really the nail in the coffin of that round.
10-11 बोल रहा हूँ 10-1
with Papi there for support. Just the shots are being collected by Global Esports today. Wondering kind of where is the Gen.G that we know.
2-0 लग रहा है मुझे.
Gen.G that we've seen from the opening debut game in stage 2 even. Against RQ, they might have been a little bit wonky, but into this one, this is one hell of a scoreline for Global Esports.
Oh yeah. Just these adaptations at the moment as well, not really coming out from Gen.G, not permitted any early fights towards this A site that they're finding in victory. I mean, Ban here, just as the example, again, finds the opener.
Astounding performance pushing forward with this Global Esports squad now.
Got a third resurrection available for Yeoman too, by the way.
In the first half. Oh my. Last round of first half. Here we go. Kira trying to bail his team out with an angle. 2 kills found. And with the flash as well. Buys a bit of time. It's a 3v3 retake. Not quite, since Spike's not down yet. But look at Crystal and Yudotan just holding the angles.
And the trademark has just revealed Munchkin as well. A 1 versus 4 to get a second
Yeah,
round.
spotted.
Oh my. Once again, another scenario where Munchkin is alone. Might have to pit, but as soon as he peeks out, Crystal's already marked it. 11-1. Can you believe this?
Oh, it just puts more of a premium on this pistol round now, doesn't it, for Gen.G? A must-win to start off their own attacking affair. Otherwise, you ride off this map and you go to a more comfortable ground in Haven. This Global Esports at the moment is having an absolutely great day in the office on this map of Icebox here. You come out with an unexpected pick, with an unexpected composition as well, backing that up.
इसके बाद क्या है यहाँ पे?
You know, the difference if this was a close 6-6, 7-5, right? But the 11-1 that has just come out. From Ban, from Crystal as well, right? That is all.
Like करेगा.
So much of it. Some of it with the calls or the patience just to hold some of these angles, expecting Gen.G to peek into them in the retake scenarios.
VCT passive.
Esports that we're looking at right now has probably got big time's hands in his head in his hands. Why didn't I pick them? They've got the promise. They look good, man.
They definitely look the best that they've ever been. Meanwhile, for Gen.G, oh, just absolutely befuddled.
It is leaving a lot to be desired for them at the moment, but I'll add a slight caveat to Gen.G, right?
Please do.
We've seen shocking play from them on the defensive side of Icebox before. Maybe it's just one of those Icebox things. Let's see here
इसके बाद है Heaven.
if they're going to be able to put one
Heaven
foot
पे
in front of the
जाएगा
other,
और third match
or if it
जाएगा
goes Global's way, and that may be the map done.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Let's see, Gen.G, they've definitely got to dig themselves out of this situation. You got some pistols, sheriffs as well to back it up. Straight into the A site they stream.
Yeah, let's see what these defenses do look like for Global. Already a big rotation towards
ये round अगर जीत गया तो पिछले next round पे
match खत्म. So they do know with all this extra utility and footsteps that it's going to end at A. It's going to be the plant.
Gen.G just dove straight in though. Smokes all around, but look at GE.
Wow.
Coordinated on the push. Papi for 2, and now Yudotan from the back as well. Foxy9, not a single moment found. And it's Papi onto the 3rd kill. A flawless picked up on this pistol.
Yeah, the worst way that one could have gone, really. Just the shots being collected from GE, done. Even if they figure out the positions of a couple of the members, right? Like Gen.G, just not able to find anything in this map. Bit of a Papi and Crystal highlight package in this one. It feels like just the shots that go straight in and out. I mentioned the flank of Yudotan. That finds Foxy9, so that pistol round, nothing from Gen.G. They have to force up into this round. It's a couple of upgraded pistols, a stinger. And if you're Global Esports, you play a little bit more of the distance game here because you've got the more supreme weapons.
That's all you really need to
खाएगा एक
Gen.G
जोरदार सा टक्कर.
trying to slip through with the poison cloud. Yudotan might not be aware. Oh, but he spots him out first!
Oh shit.
Trades though. Okay.
Onto the A side, Texture, 2 kills. Now, Munchkin with the way that he crept up the tube. Poppy around the back, trying to do as much as he can with the snake bite as well, just to flush Munchkin away.
Look at this rotation though from Gen.G at the moment. They're coming back towards this B site, and Poppy could pull the rug out from under them if he stayed in the open. Your Crystal as well, starting to come up from Orange, finds a kill, but takes a lot of damage in the process.
Yeah, one hell of a call. See if it actually pays off for Gen.G to keep them in the game. Bear in mind, Global still has the superior weaponry as well as utility.
I can hear a couple of people saying right now, 12 is all they get.
I can hear it too. Still though, Gen.G still trying. That spot out the first as Crystal hops over Poppy. He's clutched it up before. Oh, and closes up so close with the B-hops into the Sheriff. The shock dart comes out. He's trying to triangulate for a single player first, but at that point, no point for defuse either. Karen will land the shot. Couldn't it really be 12 is all they get?
Who knows? It is
It's
way
one hell of a
too
stretch.
early to tell. The force bite comes up there for Gen.G. A little bit worrying with the allowance of position up through mid, but nevertheless, it's Texture, Mr. 4K, nearly finding the 4th in the round as well, trying to steady that
Gen.G
aim
समझ गए वे ये
for
तो
the
गए
4th kill, but Poppy
मैच.
does get the better of him ultimately. Can't win the round, however, so Gen.G holding on by the slimmest of margins here. Be forcing Global to the eco. I mean, at this point in time, you've got 10 rounds in front, right? You're just playing to the numbers, playing to getting as many rifle rounds as you can to try and close this map.
Certainly able to keep it up, but look at this high-low now coming up from Global all the way towards Pipes.
Yeah, the Headhunter just scares you a little bit too at the moment, the way that Yudotan has been fragging.
And then backs off as well, so Gen.G somewhat aware.
Yeah, starting to scope up towards B as well. Just dotting I's, crossing T's, leave no stone unturned at the moment.
You can't really afford to lose any of these weapons as well.
Absolutely. I mean, you look towards the economy situation that Gen.G are going to have to weather in this position too. They need to make sure that they are having enough in their arsenal for round after round to try and mount the comeback.
BTS से नहीं
Back going up, don't want to allow for GE's ults to cycle forward as well. And now maybe hearing some of the utility, it's a full rotation.
Yeah, this is a better call from them. Just figuring out nobody is home over at this B site at the moment. It'll be a free open plant wherever Gen.G do want. And it really does come down to the decision for Global. What do you prioritize? Finding damage or just not giving over ultimate ores? Texture's close to the Blade Storm. That's about all. So you can look for a bit of damage here for sure. But you need, a couple of kills, not just one.
Nonetheless, still a lot of cushion for Global Esports to work off of. But right now, circling around the back from Garage.
Yeah, you
retake पे खेल रहा है B पे.
the alarm bot. So Gen.G don't need to worry about that just yet. Now they do.
Gen.G could potentially look to exit all the way from Snowman
High
somewhere else
shot.
instead. Foxy9 though, happy to take the duels. 2 found instantly, swaps over the classic.
Yeah, no damage done by Global just yet.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Still peeking out.
If there's just one kill that does come on through here, it's fine. It's just the Outlaw, but Global now will go up with the ship.
And that's 3 kills for Foxy9 as well. A lot of ult charges gathered in that one little moment.
Yeah, closer to a lockdown is going to be quite favorable for Gen.G if they want to have some scaling up towards the sites, but they do have to make sure they're not giving Crystal access towards the Hunter's Fury at the same kind of time, right? These positions, there can be some very backed up rounds to come through from Global Esports, and that may be the map. So there is a lot of climbing that Gen.G need to do here in a near flawless fashion to start to mount this comeback. The guns are back for Global Esports as well. Bit of a mid-challenge to come through from Global. I'm talking about Crystal not giving him access to the Hunter's Fury. That is just a superb shot on a Munchkin.
Not a lot of smokes available left either, just Kara now. Ops for Rafters and the drone, both scouting the location.
Similar approach to what we saw before from Gen.G, right? Trying to find some information up through B, see if they can bring a rotation over. with the investment of the Al drone towards A, you're trying to keep Global just interested that it might be a bit of a later A play. So I love this positioning at the moment, actually, from Udotan. If he sticks around, he can rendezvous out. If he finds one or two, that'd be even better. Now with 50 seconds to go as this rotation starts to come through from GEN.G.
It's going to convert into a kill as well. It wasn't even Udotan, it's Poppy on the site.
These have just been two individual peaks to come through from GEN.G.
And the round might be done unless Ash, Foxy9, Karen can pull themselves a miracle.
4v5
This situation. Up around the edges
3v5
of the smoke though. The B's
Shot.
been spotted. Foxy9 down in the dirt.
Shot.
Poppy up to the next as well. And pot shots through the smokes. There's only so much that Ash can
GG
do
in
to
the chat.
survive. The map is done. Global Esports out swinging on this map of Icebox.
Yeah,
with a dominant performance.
What an absolute smacking to come through from their own map pick here as well. GEN.G starting on the defense with a composition that would have been expected, but really, Global Esports.
चलो भाई थोड़ा स्क्रिबल खुल जाए. ये क्या ऐड है भाई? क्या है भाई? Last time would win. अच्छा क्या 9 word? Meat from avocado क्या भाई? क्या है जल्दी बताओ, लिखो लिखो। क्या है भाई? फ्रेंचाइज इतना खराब है भाई। क्लिक पे। अरे भाई मुझे दो भाई, मुझे डांट। तो ये आके भाई मैं ड्राइंग दे दिया इसको भाई, मुझे दो। कितना पॉइंट मिला? 265। भाई क्या भाई अच्छा बना है भाई स्टार्ट हुआ उधर स्टार्ट तो हो गया
Well, they're the normal compositions, right? So this is what we are coming to expect here. So we really just need to see Gen.G awaken into something that I think the analyst desk said perfectly, right? They've seen GE play this comp on this map before. So there's going to be counters, there's going to be tells, and it makes me very interested to see what the learning for Global has been coming into this series too, with MCE being here, with the team a map up in a 13-3 fashion. Absolutely ridiculous. Currently though, we've got a pistol round underway. And mid is just where Global Esports are wanting to split between.
Very precarious. Up towards window. At least he's got a friend alongside him, Poppy. Gen.G though, being very cautious as to play around.
जी डिफेंस ले आते
Gained, but Yudotan
पर
possibly
ऐसे पुश कर रहे
sourcing on
उसने
contact.
अटैक लिया
Foxy9 as well. Relay goes out. As well as the flash. Ash now coming in, gets a kill.
Oh, this is just a scrappy mid battle, isn't it, at the moment? Gen.G, though, wanting to double
Shot.
down. Crystal has something to say.
Oh, and now it's on to Ben! Unfortunately, not able to quite land the mark. And with that, a lot of damage sustained.
And then no Crystal was towards C as well. He put the barrier mesh there, too. So Texture's just going to shift to play Lurk now, as Gen.G want to get this spike in towards the site. I wonder, does Crystal have any awareness that this could be happening? Puts a little bit more pressure onto Yo-Man to find something in his sight, but now he can just shift into a big flank. Sees the retrieval of Foxy9's utility. It's an opportunity here, Quack.
Flank on flank. See if Texture will want to reach the site first. Crystal has to land every single shot possible, but Munchkin Scar got him marked. Off to the next, and it's Yeoman now towards Heaven. With his position already located, Foxy9 from right underneath will be able to take him out.
Yeah, Crystal just didn't check the corner. Unfortunately there, had to cut a couple of them to try and find a pistol round for Global Esports. On the board though, Gen.G in the pistol rounds.
बैन का गेम था बैन ने नहीं मारा था
We'll see how much that's going to translate into as well. Now coming in towards this map as well, a lot more importance is put on this series too when you consider that the championship points for Gen.G, they are one in front of DRX and RRQ. It's opportunity for those two teams to get some more points to be in contention for this championship's top 4 if they don't get towards a good playoffs run. You're going to start to wonder what do the points really look like as well, right? DRX, RRQ, Gen.G have played both of them. They got a victory and they got a loss. So there's no opportunity to try and keep in front of those two teams now, as opposed to the next 2 series that they do have. Team Secret and Nongshim.
Things can really shake up, that's for sure. Now into the corner though, Munchkin straight on, square into target.
Yeah, just slow and steady for Gen.G. Again, clearing a lot of these corners, making sure there's no little trap plays that this composition can come out with. Strengthen this Sentinel utility. Forward positions from Yudotan. Might even see Papi do that a little bit later on if they want to get a little bit of entrapment as well. But apart from that, really, this round should just be night and day for Gen.G.
Feeling close by though, at least trying to take someone out with the right click. Not gonna happen this time. Texture onto the double. Just banning Crystal left.
मार भाई
Maybe able to take a couple of pot shots from Heaven, but Gen.G this healthy?
Yeah, the only opportunity.
ये राउंड अगर जीत गए तो
one of which is deep dark in the sewers. That's a dirty shot to come through from Texture. They'll be getting a little bit closer towards some ult points there, and I think more importantly, just making sure that we're hitting our shots. We can still do that.
Right off the previous map and go straight into this one. Van, though, at least looking for the exit. Stays tucked away up around stairs. Munchkin quite aware to check. Oh, swaps over, jumping right click. Hey, okay, hold on.
Gentleman's agreement? No! Munchkin! That is so illegal! The crowd wanted a gentleman's knife agreement, and you have betrayed everyone.
Oh, you gotta win war with deception, buddy.
Oh, well. Sometimes game doesn't know game. 2-0 for Gen.G. We'll get in towards the first round, really, for Global Esports on this map to see what their defenses do look like in the double senti play.
Oh, man.
Good to hear the laughter there. Outlaw still in play for Munchkin, though, as well. Not going to be doing too much unless Papi goes for a bit of a risky peek. Or if it's Yo-Man who gets double tagged out by the Outlaw. So now you lose a lot of that reconnaissance ability for Global, but equally, a shutdown onto Texture.
Quickly found. Stalls Gen.G. Certainly won't be seeing the spike going in towards C anytime soon.
Always interested to see in these Cypherlock comps as well where the utility is moved from, right? This time you've got a trap at the top of sewers. On that A site, you've got the barrier mesh at the front of B. We're now destroyed. It should have a little bit of extra rotation eyes from Global Esports in a player lost situation. Global are going to have to be a lot more aware on where Global want to position, and it can, oh sorry, where Gen.G want to position, and it can start to toy with a couple of rotations and risky peaks, which is why at this current point in time, Global Esports are looking to go up through mid.
Thirsty for information, Komodo.
Yeah, and I love the alarm bot actually. This positioning will be the early warning call from Foxy if there's any ambitious creep ups from GE.
If that gets pinged off as well, Gen.G will just stream forward. Global has to make a decision.
A good recon that's going to reveal that nothing's going to be backside as well here at the moment, so it should be a good post plant for Gen.G. Get it in, get situated. Not going to have an ultimate online just yet unless Ash finds one kill in this kerfuffle in the 4v4.
Slight race to the base. Everyone's ready now. You've got the Omen
Flash,
Poppy.
Crystal या ban कोई तो खाएगा इस
Crystal with the grab that possibly, but head clipped out from Ash. Ban now through the smokes. Poppy, everyone's chiming forward. Munchkin alongside Foxy9 are dancing around the site. Foxy lands a beautiful Guardian shot. And at this point, it's just Poppy, close range, not able to duke it out. Gen.G pick up the bonus.
Yeah, good hold on the site there as well. I was kind of waiting to see where Crystal might use that grav net, but he just gets his head removed from his shoulders up at heaven. Bit unfortunate there for Global. You know, you want to get in towards a retake here. Losing a player such as Yo-Man really early on makes an A-site retake quite difficult. You need to coordinate a bit of your utility together, and you can just get locked out at these angles very easily by Gen.G. Gonna have to see some quick adaptations come through from Global Esports on this map as well to keep this one close. And another early timeout coming out from one of these teams, right? We saw an early one over in map 1 from Gen.G. This time, Global Esports don't want to allow such momentum to build.
Really needing to pick things back up right where they left off from Icebox. However, Komodo, I mean, they've been trying to source out information towards the mid-phase of the rounds. You know, feels like that's where they kind of get stopped a lot of times.
Well, in this map right now, Global are going to have to just try and find some early advantages and then fall back, right? It's one of those interesting things as well when they are running the double sentinel composition. Putting them on one sort of site, you generally are, you know, strong in that site, right? They play it a little bit differently away from the utility. Try to find Gen.G, who are really having none of it at the moment. They're playing very slow, not too much haste. It really changes the look on what a strength could be. And just against these pistols, I mean, we're looking for these little entrapment plays at the moment. As soon as Munchkin gets any wind that this is what's happening, right, caught in the grab net, is going to get paranoid as well. Might just be the go time for Gen.G to skedaddle away and look to greener pastures.
Oh, with the smoke gone though, might be a little more difficult for Munchkin now. At least he's got Ash alongside him. Drone, just to check.
You're going to wait for the paranoia as well to come on out to bail them out, and it does. Really, what do you take away from this as Global Esports? Position at A lobby, where now Gen.G are just going to run away.
Yeah, that was a lot of utility spec, Komodo. Gotta admit.
Yeah.
That means pretty much open sight now for Gen.G if they go into C.
Yeah, they were just hoping to get a good entrapment play in the very beginning, right? Catch a couple in the net, finish them off. But with that not happening, now it's just into the C site, and a bit of a flank to come through from GE.
Well, Tougher retakes for GE here as well. Munchkin at least able to pick up the first frag. Yudotan not too bad either. Oh, perfect on the relay both, but Texture still alive. Oh, Crystal with that peak might make things possible now for GE. Annihilation ripped.
Oh,
Ash,
short way.
and
That's...
just a swap over onto Garage. What a tap from Karon. 2-on-2, and Crystal marches forward, trying, but it's not going to happen. Gen.G managed to stabilize.
Oh, that was a bit of missed utility to come out there from GE as well at the end. The relay bolt kind of went towards intended targets, but Crystal on the grav net had that gone a little bit further on. Maybe doesn't need to pull out the annihilation.
भाई साइफर डेडलॉक लेके भी रोक नहीं
Still,
पा
some
रहा
good
है
damage that
What?
comes on through. It'll keep the economy more in check quickly. Not going to have an immediate effect in this next round, of course, because 4 in a row from Gen.G. Kind of happy with how things are starting on this map at the moment. But you get 1, you get 2. Maybe you're trying to force Gen.G into a bit of a rough spot. It's a very important round for Global Esports now. Timeout. They use at the end of 3. You're hoping for it to come into a play right here, and that is not a good start for them, is it? RP, first casualty.
Yeah, Smoke's got not too much to delay with now. Relay has gone in. Yudotan as well has spent his sights leaked open. With that, it's going to be a tough retake unless Ban.
Got an option for the Viper's pit here. Munchkin falls back a little bit, spread deep in towards the grasslands, spread in towards the side as well. No recon anymore for Yeoman. They got to put bodies in this pit to clear it out.
Yeah, just really prioritize what's needed for Gen.G. At the same time, got a couple more marking towards the back window. Shooting out from spawn. It's almost virtually impossible for GE.
Foxy9 and Ash are just playing post plant. Bring it back to the wild old meta of the post plant scenario. They're just disconnected, watching for any flanks, and they can shoot at their utility towards the side if they need as well. Some good options for Gen.G in this map, and that's another round that they're just going to add to their tally here. 5 alive at the end. It's a tip of the hat. GE had to go for the save there, so they can at least try again in the next round.
Cross that one off. We'll see what we can muster up. But at the same time, I mean, Gen.G is just keeping up with this performance. And they're much more comfortable on a map like this compared to Icebox.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Haven once upon a time, right? The map that you just look to Gen.G to be some pioneers and some just massive strengths, right? They, even in the change-up of the Teo coming in instead of the Sova, they're still looking pretty proficient on it too. Back towards the common agent set for them. They still know how the map works. They still want to play with their own strengths and positions. They'll count some extra utility towards this A lobby yet again. And they should be aware that there's going to be some GE members that are scaling up towards here. They see the net, they hear the darts, so there's at least 2. You can make an educated guess if it is the same trap play. Munchkin will reveal that now with the peek out.
Possibly looking out for the upcoming ones as well.
Yeah.
Triple bound! Yeoman shuts it down, but has to hold out for more space. It's not going to happen, Ash. He will just crack those doors open straight into the A site. And at this point, Ban is just wondering where his teammates have gone.
I wonder what Crystal was doing there. Looking to change weapons on the floor, maybe expecting that Munchkin was just going to fall away after finding those 2 kills. He's caught with his tail between his legs a little bit there. And now just on to Ban to do the same, try and hold this weapon in toward the next round. As Gen.G will be claiming their 6th here.
Going hunting as well.
My eyes are down.
Camera broken, and Ban now suddenly very aware that he's not alone on the Z side. Sidesteps, gets the 2-3 kills! Shuts down Gen.G as they try to hunt him down.
Even here though, it's not really doing damage towards Gen.G, isn't it? It's just making sure you can hold on to the gun yourself.
5 HP, Komodo.
Oh, and Karen smells him.
Right around the corner and pre-aimed. No survival.
I wonder if we're in for another situation where we're getting the map pick very, very cleanly of your own, and when they're going into the third, and we're having a really, really close third, right? You know, the other week with the 13-1, 13-1, and then a bit closer for the third.
Well, that would be fun, wouldn't it, Corrode?
Yeah, it'd be very exciting to see. But, of course, that is on the play that Gen.G continue this run here. And Global Esports don't come up with a bit of an answer. Second timeout deployed here for Global Esports.
Very early on. It's just been 2 rounds off the previous one.
Yeah, it's just a lot of slower paced action to come through from GEN.G. Both GE, one of them has an extra letter on it.
Tamadung.
Sure enough, and they both have Korean players on each other's
Time
teams as
out.
well. Gotta love the additions. Yudotan, Yeoman.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you throw it back towards kickoff, right, where Yeoman was playing on then GEN.G.
Yeah.
So he's coming up against his former squad. You look at map 1, you'd be absolutely laughing with the result. You look at map 2 right now, and you probably got a little bit of sweat dripping on your brow. But it's the affordance of winning that first map that Global Esports are still relatively okay. Their Corrode is a map that they are looking all right with. You know, a couple of iterations played already. Just the one from GEN.G against DRX. Some more time to practice on. Expecting that map to come in towards this series. Now, though, on the back of that previous round, lost again from Global Esports at a timeout, invested for their second. They go in with a buy and a different look. It is just Yeoman towards the A side again, and he's not going to be going for a bit of a peek to get outlawed or just removed from the situation first and foremost. A lot more of a passive display from Global this time.
Almost necessary as well with the ults that they're kind of holding on to.
I say passive, Yudotan.
Oh my god, and GEN.G just peeks straight into them. 2 kills already. Crystal hungry for more, but he gets punished. This round is done.
Pretty much. As soon as you got those first 2 kills, you know that Crystal or somebody on Global is incentivized to go for a garage peek. Very, very common. And it just doesn't work out this time. It's going to be another round for GEN.G. Another save simulator for Global if they're even allowed to save.
They're happy to possibly go for a couple more hunts as well. Ban once again proving that he is not prey. But Texture has other ideas, at the very least as well, Komodo. This is now a lead secured for the second half inside of GEN.G. Okay, Cyber Cage up, but the shorty just makes it impossible.
That's just another non-conversion on the back of the timeout as well to come through from Global Esports. Look towards timeouts, you know, you've got your discussions, you've got your ideas to come on through. Global Esports were a team that after timeouts were on that 50% success rate, right? Now, that kind of makes it a little bit worse having 2 there that doesn't work out. On the flip side, just a much better look for GEN.G. More coordinated, more comfortable, not playing speedy in towards the double sentinel. Allowing Global Esports to go for these fights, just always at a disadvantage it seems.
Much more awareness coming out as well.
Light shields across the board for Global. Look towards Munchkin on these little later lurks to potentially polish off someone very quickly. Although, as I say that, now finally an advantage for Global Esports. Crystal with a freebie, non-traded.
Making his position very well known inside of Garage as well. Deters Texture from re-peeking unless he has support.
This is the time, though, where GEN.G will flex a little. When they're in these positions and Munchkin's allowed to lurk around, allowed to just call for the team to bring out some bait utility, to play with his own Viper wall as well. Keep things very interested to see what will happen. And Global are seemingly aware of this at the moment. Keeping Yeoman here, keeping Ban here.
He can shut down Munchkin, really prevent GEN.G from really securing anything up, but Munchkin punches through.
That's where I talk about the light shields, right?
Might be able to find a second one as well. Look at Bat's positioning, trying to keep himself tucked in. Meanwhile, Texture still buried deep into this clubby position, puts up the fast lane, but not able to dig himself out.
Now this is the time the Ban has to try and survive, has to try and get out, pick your poison.
At least get a single one, if anything, but he closes up front. The shorty doesn't meet its mark, though, and Ban sidesteps away. KREO now has to pick up the spike and maybe do something else.
It could ult towards C, but the timing, it would have been super close. It just doesn't work out there. Crystal for one onto him for the closure. And finally, we do have Global Esports getting a round.
Yeah, I thought about it, but Crystal a little bit too sharp to come out from the back.
It's just a big opener from him as well, isn't it? Right? Not allowing Munchkin to have any further shots as well. Maybe if he has a rifle instead of that outlaw, could go on a little bit further, try to sniff out Ban. Nevertheless, it was those lighter shields, so you respect the idea of that outlaw. And now now with a round going Global Esports way. Are they going to be able to double down, or is it just going to be one orphaned round like we saw from Gen.G last map?
Might not be.
There is an opener though again, Crystal.
And now possibly even more as they continue to try to push forward while the rest of Gen.G have already set up camp inside a B.
Oh, Hunter's Fury going to deny the plan from going down for now. Do Gen.G want to stick towards this B side or not? That wall is just going to keep Foxy9 isolated out of this play.
These guys turn around as well, so this trio of GE will continue to watch their backs while they try to push up further front.
This could get quite electric here, couldn't it? Hunter's Fury and Texture with that overdrive available.
Oh, Foxy. He's still trying to watch for any potential flanks coming forward. Unfortunately, it's Yeoman who gets this drop on him. Which means now, for this Gen.G core, they've got to make it all work throughout this A-League area. Karon out for the double, but Crystal pushes up as well. The trade has been found. Texture goes overdrive, and that will be the round. Gen.G, what a triple pulled out of the hat.
That's why I say Texture has that overdrive available when push comes to shove and you're in tight corners. He's going to get you. He's going to hunt you down and just zap you into oblivion there and open up for Global Esports. A 3 versus 5 in the position, by the way, with the plant down and just trying to one-dimensionally push through the smoke at the choke of B. But then really Texture dancing around that site, not tripping over his own feet. Global Esports, it is that one round in and of itself. And they're going to be back to the drawing board here. No coach intervention, 2 timeouts already exercised. It's the team that has to try and figure things out by themselves in the server now. And would you have it any other way for them to go back to what they are hoping would be finding some success? The trap play around the A site, leaving Ban by himself at C. And he probably needs to call for some assistance here because that's where Gen.G are prioritizing towards.
Smoked off, so Ban just to play it safe as well, just to rendezvous with his teammates. Gen.G meanwhile get free reign. Munchkin to watch the back. Oh, he spots them out. Gets a couple of decent shots in.
All he needs is the information there, though, right? Sees a lot of bodies coming in that flank. He's just going to skedaddle away, and Gen.G will opt to plant on the reverse side of the site instead and go for some CT spawn play.
Now for Gen.G to wait for their opponents to really stream in. The drone being marked. Okay, relay bolt to soften up the site as well. Munchkin just starts things off. Oh, he sprays! Another triple!
I thought he got all 4. Foxy9 stole one.
And now it's just Ban once again. Let's steal a couple more kills. Munchkin, how on earth is he alive with just 1 HP?
1 HP. Feels a bit bad as well, actually, for
oh yeah,
for GE there. Papi, he blinded his team. Caught whoever was in front, I think Udotan there. Nevertheless, it's Gen.G doing what they do best. Back to the, I'll air quote this one, normal form when it comes towards Haven. This is what we come to expect from them. Yeah, there's that paranoia. It did get Udotan. Unfortunate, but it was just the lighter investment to come through from Global Esports there anyways. 2 more rounds to go on this half. We'll see if GE are going to be able to pick up any of them. You got access to a lockdown and a Hunter's Fury as well for Gen.G. You get that plant down, you got a pit too. Early on the Hunter's Fury, actually, great reveal.
Oh, whoops. Still trying to go on through though, with the one-way now, Yeoman.
And you can't get him, can you? That one-way is just going to off-put you in its entirety. Some great damage on the Munchkin actually too, so this gets a little bit scrappy in the beginning. Texture removed from his teammate's Hunter's Fury.
Well, lockdown in.
Gonna have to be respected here. Udotan knows that he probably doesn't want to play in the gap under hell, so just gonna respect that one. Allow Gen.G to get into the site. And I do actually now wonder, Quack, do they choose to use the Viper's Pit with Munchkin on 11 HP? They in fact do. You got Yo Man with that recon as well, but actually it's just GE going.
Oh, and you gotta play around the position very carefully, but Udotan all the way through. He's taking out Munchkin inside of the pit. And now that means the rest of GE can push up front, but Gen.G holds. Foxy9 has done quite a bit one-on-one. Ash, he will take the duel, he will take the headshot, and that puts Gen.G up to 10.
I respect the idea from Global Esports there. They don't want to allow Gen.G to get sit on the site and just be comfortable in the positions that they'll play with. They want to go, they want to get in. I was trying to highlight the fact that you've got Yeoman alive this time for an A site post plant.
Spike planted.
His utility, yeah, it doesn't really do too much, right? The recon in, but then it's the shots to try and find. Hit dropped, Foxy9 delivering an Ash in the 1 versus 1, finding Ban through the wall. It was a chance for Global Esports to potentially find. And it is just pulled away from them now into the last round of this half. They will still fashion something of a buy here. It's not the worst that we've seen, Quack. Guardians, Vandals, a Bulldog. But Gen.G are hunting the 11-1. There's an op in the mix for Munchkin. He's got a Phantom on the floor as well that he can hot potato towards. But for Gen.G in the driver's seat, they know the road ahead.
Okay.
Well, Munchkin isn't known for his operator. Let's just put it that way.
Fair enough. And it's also very clear information for the rest of the team.
For sure.
Oh, come on.
Caught blinking again, a repeat from Crystal. So an advantage again for Global Esports. Once again, courtesy of Crystal as well. But are they going to be able to close?
That is the question, isn't it? Right now, Gen.G have dug themselves deep in towards this B site, fast lane, maybe even plant for a link. Texture looking to create more space alongside the rest of his team, but here comes Crystal with the grab net and catch square on onto Texture. Foxy9 bails him out! 2 more kills! And then onto Pan, who continues to swing forward. Now more trades on towards the site itself. Texture finds a couple.
Ban gets the information off the hat for sure, but he's repositioned and it's a 1 versus 2, right? The B side again, Texture's home ground. And time is just ticking way too far.
Gonna have to creep, find anything possible.
Okay.
Snap. Then Texture on the other side with the Phantom spam. Taps on towards the spike to try to get a kill, but Texture just strafes around and clicks away. That's gonna be the first half right there, folks.
Yeah, Gen.G making a bit of a mockery on Global Esports' defenses there. Very good patience and toing and froing around the map, despite losing a couple of opening duels as well, right? Crystal having Munchkin's number again from the last map. How many times was Munchkin just dead over at that B site first? It's kind of happening a little bit here again, but it really just doesn't matter when you consider this scoreline at the moment. 11-1. Gen.G, if they're able to pick up the pistol, I mean, similar sort of storyline that we see from last map, right? Firm handshakes on both of these maps for these teams, then we'll send it over to KREO. This halftime break here at the moment for Global Esports needs to be a turning point for them. We need to see the GE that we just saw on Icebox.
Otherwise, it's going to be a slight foregone conclusion. But nonetheless, GE is definitely fighting. They've had several opportunities now, but when Gen.G are this turned up, almost looks like we just got to look to what could happen on KREO.
It'll be interesting for sure. I am a fan of the new map of KREO and what the teams around the globe are trying to figure out on the map and highlight with some couple of different Asian comps. Of course, a brand new map with a lot of different positions. Everyone is still trying to figure out what utility is working where, what can they just get in a range, get in a server and throw utility haywire, see what sticks, see what lands. Seen a couple of good haunt iterations for fades, for example, over the course of these last the week and a half. But there goes that timeout. Let's put some focus back on towards this Haven installment here for these two teams. Pistol round is going to be quite important for Global Esports, and if you tend your eyes to the radar, folks, at the moment, well, they're heading in towards 4 players of Gen.G.
Stacked up, creeping forward. Yudotan unaware. And as soon as the angle has been found, the relay ball lands and connects. Gravnat to hold as well. And it's a quaint trade for now. Yeoman getting another.
Think you're okay. As GE there, you might find another on towards Texture here. Papi slotted in towards the garage.
You'll be very happy with that one now. Gen.G trying to pick up pieces. Foxy9 refragged and ghost upgraded.
Well, it's not like Gen.G haven't won rounds from a deficit, right? Ash and Foxy9, see if they're going to be able to do it here. As GE need to make a decision on where they want to end. If it is this B site, well, pistols against that turret. Gonna have to have a couple of quick shots to remove that one, which they do. They can even tend towards the A side here. This could be a bit of a worrisome decision because Ash is there.
And very aware as well. Oh, swings out though, but with the angle, Yeoman very, very 90 degrees. Tough for Ash to spot out.
Yeah, well done from Global Esports. A much-needed round for them. They don't overplay their hand at that C site either. A little bit of an awkward spot, actually, from GEN.G. They do get trapped at a bit of that utility. The paranoia just are not allowing, the escape route there. So well done. Global Esports are on the board here, but they have to, again, similar story to what we're saying on the last map, right? They have to just make sure that they're holding 100% of these rounds, holding, 90% of the weapons and investments that they go in with, making sure that they don't fall into any trap plays, because these two teams will be playing this defensive side quite different. GEN.G, you're expecting a little bit more proactivity, as opposed to the double sentinel setup that GE ran with, who, to be honest with you, still had to go hunting, because GEN.G weren't just walking in towards those sites.
Munchkin has slipped away from the scoped in view of Crystal as well, but Crystal just does his due diligence check.
Information spotted out though. Foxy9 stuck in the corner. Eating the shock dart for breakfast, lunch and dinner there.
Delicious.
Yeah, it depends which side you're on. Yo man, a good chef.
Nash will serve up Crystal's head on a silver platter. GE then cementing their ideas into a site that's more known.
Yeah, do you expect another player to be slotted into the corner where you just clear with all your utility? Well, it doesn't really matter now with the Aldrone going on in. Texas has to find something and just cannot. Good so far from GE, making sure that they're just, as you say, doing their due diligence, clearing all these corners.
30 seconds left.
Karen hiding inside of the smoke as well, away from the recon. A couple of pot shots, so quite aware. Just looking to hold onto their spike. Oh, Ash, what a peek!
This is where it gets interesting.
Two found, and Karen making a bit of noise on towards Garage. Buys the attention away for Ash to swing out. Flash sent in, and Ash trying to secure long to the best of his ability. Not quite finding it though. Clearing the smoke now. Poppy just watching around the edges of the smoke in case GEN.G even puts a foot outside. Oh, around a corner though, Poppy with the right clicks. Karen takes the duel. And now down to the one-on-one. If Karen can find a kill, that could be it. But no, Yeoman just extends the distance, finds the Guardian kill, and that will be that.
Ah, but it's so costly here for Global Esports, isn't it? They're against the Pistols, and they only survive with one. Will put them in the position that they go for a full buy in towards this next round, or their equivalent. But at the end of that situation, the Marshal that Ash steals from Crystal's corpse gets some great damage done. Just Yeoman surviving at the end. We'll look to see what this next round does look like for GEN.G's first buy on this defensive side. Global, the mountain to climb at the moment here. A bit more rapid towards the A side of things. Ash gonna be forced to fall back, call for some assistance. This is the time for Global. Do they want to even stay around this A site, right? They draw some significant rotations away.
Okay. Clear lurk from Ban. Oh, already noted. Tried to bait out the reaction with the camera, but that wasn't fast enough. And that's going to be the hit now. Crystal straight in. Yudotan as well. The Annihilation Rip just to buy space. Ash undetected because of the smoke, though. And he finds a kill for his troubles. Allows for Karen and the rest to stream in. GE want to take him out so bad. And with that grab net, with Barra Mash as well, they managed to hold up more space. Foxy9, though, out from Evan, takes 2 kills, and GEN.G managed to bring themselves to map point.
Yeah, a bit of bait from Karen there, stuck in towards the barrier mesh as well. It's for Foxy9 to just be ambitious and drop on down, catch them out of the smokes. Some scrappy duels around that A side as well. When you lose your first player up through the guts of mid, it's go time for Global Esports to get on into the site. Gotta say, great work from Ash to bunker down and try and do damage where required in that bonus round of GEs. That there was an opportunity to gather. There was the Annihilation thrown into the mix as well, but now it is, of course, folks, map point for GEN.G. They got 9 of them to play for.
It's a lot of rounds and a lot of movement around C-Long.
Yeah, but you're not getting through this utility, are you? Catch decay, catch some damage. Foxy9 actually on the flip side, down to 19. Might see him be a little bit more of a passive player in this round. Bonafide turret. Now with a judge. Be a turret of himself. My eyes do tend towards global esports. What do you fellas have for us in this round towards the B site where Munchkin is laying in wait?
Almost grasping for anything possible. Still with the judge, and it's going to be Karon now, out from the link. Hiding, waiting. Oh, it's Foxy9!
Talk about being a turret.
And that's the spike downed. Tough situation for GE to push themselves out of. I don't think he can even get within range to retrieve that.
No, it's rough to get the spike, isn't it? Papi, if he was alive, he could have potentially used the ult to grab it.
Hunter's
30
Fury.
seconds left.
Ban maybe around the side. Trying to close in to find a shot towards someone's back. Gen.G quite aware they will push up into it as well, and those will be the kills to close out the map. Gen.G 13-3 is the final score.
Yeah, it looks like we do just have a gentleman's agreement at the end of the day, despite that little knife fight that could have been in the map. 13-3, each team finding their own map pick in that scoreline. Their little trap play over at B, don't get me wrong, but it's this sort of position even early in the installment where this map is that Gen.G figure out absence around the map. There's nothing in towards mid, no audible sounds, there's nothing over towards A as well, so it's an idea that there might be a bit of a different look trap play over towards B. The undercut just kind of reveals everything, and then the paint shells, well, they just get dodged already. Difference in running a deadlock, for example, or a fade where the C's is available there too for someone like Crystal when he's not got that out ready. So we'll see what those adjustments do look like. But now into the real depth of this one. The Odin already burring out, but it's the first casualty. Yo-Man down, and Texture can get healed up.
Yeah, past 3 rounds been throwing that slow orb. Now Gen.G takes the drop against him. Smoked off though, Poppy trying to block it off. And you've got Ban pushing up down mid.
Munchkin was running back for a potential heal there as well, but they've picked Texture instead.
Yikes.
Oh, if he gets back on his fragging form, definitely respect the decision. We'll have to see here. Yo-Man down. Lots of healthy time to explore still around for Gen.G. Do they want to still go towards this A site though? It's where Crystal was spamming the Odin. He is still here, the headshot.
Okay. Spotted out. Crystal still going to be a bulwark for the A site. And now Yudotan pushing out.
Maybe a situation if Munchkin did get the heal, he would have been able to find that kill. But nevertheless, Span has a challenge coming towards him now on this A site. And he's going to have his health and ears removed.
Tried to get ahead of the Nightfall, or at least to reposition as well. As long as he stays hidden here, it might be good for GE. Gen.G then just focusing on getting spiked down.
They see the trail though, so they know that this is a dirty position. That's why no one on Gen.G is currently overextending to be spotted on out. Really nicely done.
Yeah, now spotted. And off towards the link position. GE just trying, but it's a little bit too messy at this point.
They got to save. There's no way you're getting in towards this one in the 2 versus 4 when you've lost all positions. You don't have a flank already quite close. Foxy9 is just looking after that one at the moment. Great little maneuver around the map from Gen.G there. Just a big kill in the beginning as well on towards Yo-Man. He's had some good stalling over towards B since this map has come into fruition. So changing that one up there. Give yourself a lot of more options as Gen.G. I think that's a big thing. Both teams finding as many options as they possibly can.
Oh.
That's a roughie to come through. Yudotan not carrying over the gun in towards the next round. Makes things a little bit more awkward for GE, having to go down on towards a half buy in this next round.
Just as meaty and potatoey as you like Moto. Really starts to give us more even footing for both teams. Maybe a chance for GE as well with some ults strung up. We'll see as to what plan Gen.G will formulate for the upcoming round.
I wonder if it's going to be back towards some simple plays, simple ideas for GE. Stack with 4, get that showstopper in if you can find an advantage. Just lucky enough that the Papi doesn't get his little ponytail removed on the shoulders there. Looking to pre-aim any haunt positions that Ash might have thrown.
Peeked in, got the relay vault up and ready as well. Texture's just good for the spray transfer. The 3rd found.
He doesn't even take any damage.
And the Prowler in to check out Poppy as well. Mr. 4K, he's looking for it, he gets it!
Okay, that's it. No more
Stop.
kills.
We good? Karen picks up the last one, and that's all that's necessary. Gen.G have found the lead.
Mr. 4K is all they need. It's all they want. It's what is required here for great success for Gen.G. I mean, you look towards where aces have been found from Texture. Right, 0 wins on the back of those ones, 5 losses. Over the spread of 3 years, we got a couple of them from him, but we're not seeing good success results, so just cut it off there. And we're going to have a timeout be presented here from Global Esports again. Quite the early one in the half, it's all good. You start to formulate a couple of ideas on what Gen.G are looking to do, and you're starting to get a picture as well for Global Esports that your entrapment plays and your stackings over towards B are not really working that well at the moment. So for sure, you've got a lot of rounds to still play in this map. You've got a lot of depth and adjustments that can be made. Let's try something new here.
Yeah, now or never. I mean, it's a good time to really pull it out. Gen.G are really starting to adapt to a lot of it. Coach elevated alongside MC, getting very involved at this point in the first half.
I wonder what the adjustments are going to look like coming in towards this next round now as well. for both teams, right? Gen.G on the back of the timeouts, also opting to change some pace. This is the time as well that they could start to send a couple of fakes in the play. Look to really reveal some gaps on the defenses. When you consider a map like this has some long CT rotations and there's not a Neon being played or a Yoru being played for Gen.G. Oh, sorry, for GE. Ooh. That's a real rough opener, actually, for Global Esports. An Outlaw, when you've got light shields across the board, a regen shield in there for Crystal. Yudotan falling means the access to the showstopper is gone.
A lot left for the rest of the G squad to really do. Ban just trying to hold on for information around aiming.
Almost every position here for Global Esports is a one and done, right? If you're sticking for a frag, you're hoping that you're finding a duel at least because you've got no teammates to really get out of trade. A pivot towards the B site, however, here. Great timing on the wall. Of course, refresh with a Nebula as well to keep it a little bit stalled off. The Haunt was just used by Ash, so you're going to have to wait some time to get that back online. And it's time that's actually okay for Gen.G at the moment. They don't need to just press the issue with this player advantage. Methodically cutting angles around the map, and they've just done another one. Talk about these individual kills, Quack.
Really causing G to sweat. Break that wall, G starts to get antsy, they push out mid. And then things open up for Gen.G so much more. I was just thinking, Ban has a kill contract.
Yeah, but can he use it? It's going to be extremely rough here when you've got the lurk of Munchkin coming through as well.
Really have to consider if that's the option right here, but with that kill, all of a sudden things somewhat equalized. The second one found as well. Kill contract.
Oh, you missed it.
Oh no! It doesn't land onto anyone. Foxy9 brings his fallen teammate back up into the game as well. Now, some more shots coming through as Ash kind of circles himself around the site. G has their own res too. Brings Ban back in from the brink.
He got two.
It's Yeoman just trying to close out this round. Once again, planted for a link, but Texture at this point is positioned way too clear. What a round coming out from GE.
Yeah, I think it gets a little bit scrappy when Bam misses the kill contract and he's on 19 HP or something thereof. You got Yeoman, though, playing from that elbow that just pops on out and finds some damage. You start to kind of wonder, oh, Gen.G, you're overcooking a little bit here. Foxy9 is really hell-bent in getting that resurrection online. He's just caught with his hands in the air. Great opportunity there for Ban. It doesn't really matter that the delivery isn't explosive as you would like it to be, but his teammates get the job done in the end for the defuse. The fact that Yeoman as well, getting up that res. They use Papi as a little bit of bait without a weapon. Some good adjustments there from Global Esports, but not super clean. I want to see some clean play come out from them on the defenses. Maybe now that we've got some pace coming through from Gen.G, we see just a bunkering down on this A site.
Big old firefight setting up inside this A. Ban alongside Crystal, Odin in hand.
Yeah, it's going to scare you a little bit, doesn't it? With how thin these walls are.
Forces Gen.G to pump brakes. The Prowler coming out to check as well. So position confirmed. Gen.G still holding.
Nightfall toyed with.
There goes Nightfall. The stun coming out as well. Allows for Karen to pick up 2 kills onto the site. And it's just Crystal left. The Odin to spam and stall for as long as possible. But the spike still gets planted for a link again.
5 versus 3, Papi has the Cosmic Divide. We've seen a great delivery from when he's used that before, right? The 1 versus 4, but this feels like just such a different situation when you're locked out.
Yeah, a little bit desperate with the Haunt as well, just trying to find any target possible, but look at Karen just avoiding all of it.
It's just the timing on the Poison Cloud at the moment.
And allows for Gen.G to still, once again, hold on to this angle. It's a crossfire, it's choke point. GE has to call it to save.
It's just the potency when there's that double controller in play. You can just wait for the toxins to expire and then refresh it with the dark cover there. Gen.G just playing to the numbers, playing to the strengths of this composition. Scoping out early from Ash, playing in together as a team, getting Texture to run in and bait you out. Some just great assistance from Ash in that round, I think. Great timing and position on the Nightfall, scaring away Ban and Yudotan. GE not going to be taking a lead here. It might actually start to become a little bit problematic for Gen.G if they really start to figure out how this attacking side is going to work to their strengths, is going to work for them. And I will highlight it currently, because I think some people might have noticed it at the moment. Stark differences as well for Crystal here in this map. He was fragging crazily in the previous ones. Now, really waiting for him to come online.
Prowler to check into A main again. But once more, Gen.G, they're happy to play around these positions.
Gotta win a duel here, Global Esports.
Oh, Yudotan holding wide, but not quite able to get the flick onto Munchkin. Ash now with a quick peek against Yeoman as well. Site security has been compromised. Poppy has to do whatever's possible.
And you can just wait here. You know that Global Esports are going to go looking elsewhere around the map. Currently, Caron sees nothing over towards A, but you get some information that there's something happening in towards mid. The Odin goes burr. And all it's going to take for this round now is Gen.G to group up together, go in as a unit.
As the Odin does, as Gen.G will. Ban spots him out at least as well. Got Poppy still trying to play around the B site. Take a look at what's happening on A though. Ban trying to do whatever's possible again with the shield. It does crack. He does get the first 2 kills. Able to refresh on the shield, maybe?
Nope.
Ash, yeah, there it is. Cracked and into it with the shorty.
He did well to get the 2 targets there, but he couldn't find the orb to refresh the shield, unfortunately. And I mean, with him losing his life there, and you've still got that lurk catered for 2, Munchkin was not needed to where the firefight was over at the A site there. Quacky's just happy to find Poppy, who's running around. And that is going to be an extended lead now for Gen.G on this map. I kind of do wonder, what are the feelings looking like for Global Esports? They want to go for another timeout at the moment, or do they need to hold on to it crucially for a little bit later down the track? It is just a haphazard buy coming in towards this next round as well. Making sure you've got enough for the next.
It is quite crucial. Gen.G has been starting off a lot of these rounds with successful first kills.
Yeah, I just don't want to see capitulation here from Global Esports, right? Because we know that this is a map that they do look pretty potent on.
Yeah. And those wins from before last week. It's our Q, for example. Now, Yudotan alongside Yeoman just trying to hold again into A main.
It's just good patience from Gen.G, right? Deploying some similar strats from what we have on Haven from them. Very measured and tempered. Not trying to go in too fast into any potential traps.
Always with the first 30 seconds of the round, if you're GE, you're wondering, what is Gen.G's plan?
Well, with the time starting to bleed on down, GE still does have in their belt currently the Nightfall, the Showstopper. They get wind of where things are tending towards. You could rip some of them. Again, great timing on the wall from Yeoman. They've been pretty good over towards B. A different look this time, though. 30 seconds to go. And I look towards Yudotan. You still got the Showstopper at this side of the map, but you've just revealed yourself with the paint shells.
Yeah, has to back off into a different position. Still ready with it, though, but you got to wonder if it's worth the investment.
You've got to rip it here. You've got to scare them away, surely. 20 seconds, they start to pivot towards B, and Poppy is still here. So is Crystal. That's where a gun is available.
Into the corner, he's looking for it. Oh, let's Texture slip by, but Texture slides back with the overdrive. Crystal tries to get the spray transfer through, but it's not happening. Spike plant through.
Munchkin is just jumping on a trampoline in towards the site there to get the plant down, and he does so successfully.
And that's going to be Viper's Pit now up as well. Site secured, and Ban up around the sides with just a Guardian in his hands, trying to find whatever's possible, but I don't think you can get enough vision. Everything's being blocked off. It's going to be exits or save at this point.
Oh, that comes down to the wire, doesn't it? A rotation with less than 20 seconds to go. See if there's any extra kills that come through for Global Esports here, but it's probably not going to be the case. Ban. Oh, an opportunity. He'll get one before being taken down. We know the guns are going to be back for Global Esports in the next round, so it's kind of irrespective at the end there. Ash will be falling, but he's swimming in cash at the moment. Back to the point that I was talking about, though, the call to run away from that. You see that the Showstopper as well, I believe, popped from Yudotan at the timing where the plant could have potentially gone down at the other side of the map, right? So you understand the idea that if they are trying to still go there and go for the plant, remove that. But Munchkin, I mean, I don't know how he's been able to jump across there to get that plant. That was hilarious.
Hell of a mid-round call, hell of a play for Munchkin. Meanwhile, for Global Esports, once again, scratching their heads. They're starved for information so many of these rounds.
Second timeout deployed. I mean, one at the end of 5, one at the end of 9 here. They were successful in picking up a round after their last timeout. A little bit more investment from MCE this time, as opposed to Elevated. Have definitely been impressed in how the team is shifting a lot of focus on Global Esports. A lot more coordinated as a team. You know, picking into this new map of Corrode, some great success, contributions from MCE for sure. We can kind of gather that there. As a stage as a whole at the moment, stage 2 from their 2 games, just looking a lot better as a functioning team. But now you're looking on towards this map as well, right? We're seeing some different little looks for Global Esports when we have different Viper walls, the toxic screens that go on up. We're seeing some shifts for sure in how they're playing around this wall from Gen.G currently. But we're really not seeing too much ingenuity from Gen.G in how they're changing things up on this map either, right? So is this the time for them to just come out with some differences on the back of that timeout there too? Or just happy enough to keep playing the way that they are? Because GE hasn't really pressured them too much.
Well, they have brought out the op.
On Munchkin.
Who, yes, did have that little moment back on Haven, but still, information found in towards the A site now.
Yeah, you've got the double stack up on the duelist in Link too.
Oh my god!
Yo-Man has just been unallowed to play this round.
Yikes! And someone's gonna have to take his position. It's gonna be Yudotan.
Yeah, this is where it's unfortunate. That is a smacking headache now towards Yudotan as well. Again, this is not really a round that Gen.G are formulating with some great strategy. The spray through the smoke, and as it fades away, you get an operator shot. This is just bad to worse for Global Esports. They need to dig deep here.
Okay, Crystal gets the 1 kill and hops away, but oh my god! Karon, no!
Just spamming through the wall. I mean, it's not a safety position, is it?
Especially around mid on this map.
Yeah, now Papi and Ban as far disconnected as you could possibly be on this map. The tower play smoked on off, an opportunity for him to potentially find something, but with 20 seconds to go, you know the plant is going down from Gen.G here, and it might just be another save for Global.
And even with the well, it just doesn't really hold anyone in. Spike in, Poppy and Ban.
Left to just twiddle their thumbs at this point in time. And more importantly, I think hold on to the weaponry, because you're just going between eco and rifle round where you're getting shut down.
Every round you see Yeoman toss out the slow orb, and Gen.G's just like, alright, that's a possible kill for me.
Well, some time here for the players on Global Esports to have a bit of a chit-chat in what they want to try and do for the tail end of this half here. But on the back of their timeout, they're second invested, no more. It's just going to be the players for the rest of this half, for the next half too. For a Gen.G who is starting to fashion a pretty good attacking side on this map.
Certainly bringing them a lot of the numbers. Meanwhile, for GE, still sitting on some of these ults that could have some effect.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember as well, right? The first play that we did see from Gen.G on this map against DRX, both teams not having too much time to prepare this map, but a 10-2 defensive half coming out from Gen.G. Right, for Global Esports, conversely, 9 threes against Team Secret and RRQ on the defensive side. Where is that scoreline here for Global? They've got the 3, but they want the 9.
Still looking for it, but for now, once again, back to the information game. Prowler down mid.
And this time, no Sage utility at this B site, and no Papi either. Munchkin with the operator hitting the shot this time.
So cognizant of G's positions.
How do you play this map when you've got no smokes either, Quack? You would have to fumble here as Gen.G, you'd think, to give an opportunity back to Global Esports. I mean, a kill contract and a Nightfall, you could have a bit of a flood play together. But if you have any just slow little peaks to come out from Munchkin here, you could call an audible for the team. You could even try and fake a bit of a rotate here. He's seeing no duels, no challenge from Global, and off angle for Crystal for sure.
Patience.
No, he's going to find it. Should be able to confirm that nothing else is here. Should be the breaking of this wall. It's go time for Gen.G in towards this A site.
So much information off that one little kill, but Ban, oh, timing on the kill contract, rips one away. Yudotan gets a kill as well. Ban, unfortunately though, drops the duel, and the Prowler confirms this is where Yudotan is hiding. Another kill found, and the site leaked open.
They know where both of them are though. On the back of that death, Crystal and Yeoman gonna be bringing Ban back for support.
Possible round for GE now, especially with Crystal being able to take up that space. Foxy9 perched up on top of the wall. Can he find a triple? They are hopping all around, trying to throw off his crosshair placement. He drops down, he sprays! What is that, Foxy9? The triple kill to bring up the round. A Red Bull clutch for Gen.G.
Ah, that is sensational to come through from him there, and that one, isn't it? Should not be happening. Vulnerability for him when he drops down on top of that wall, but just sprays out with the gun. And I mean, you lose Papi in the beginning as Global Esports, right? I'm talking about what do you use to get back into this situation? And Nightfall, remove their audio, remove their HP, a kill contract, well, it was lost by Ban, unfortunately, to Texture, but then they catch him reloading. It's all thrown to the wayside and overboard when you think that Foxy9 just delivers that blow. Looking now for the 9-3 Gen.G. Resurrection available too for Foxy. I feel like Papi is not given an opportunity to use this Cosmic Divide, by the way. He's been holding it the whole time. Hilo set up for them on the side, a different look. First deployment of this, but by the timing, Crystal revealing himself, we're going in, and they just get absolutely made an example of. You cannot rain on this B site. It's the last round of the half quack, so we know GE have to go for this retake.
All of a sudden, something that GE just doesn't expect. Yudotan has, well, full kit to work off of alongside Ban.
They're just wasting time at the moment, trying to scope out through mid. They're so paranoid that there's a bit of a lurk. I can't blame them.
True enough. And now the question is, as soon as they peek out through from B-Link, are they going to get spotted? Are they going to get spammed? Texture, he's in position to do just that. And there he goes, cracks the shield, instantly res back up. Shield wall propped up as well for Yeoman, but that's just setting up for Gen.G.
You've walled off your teammate. What have you done, Yeoman? Ban can't get through. 9-3 over to Gen.G. A bit of a comical end there for sure. But it does definitely feel like here, Quack, that Gen.G had a great recipe on the attacking side of this map here today. Firing where they need to, well coordinated, some good adjustments as well from the squad. It does kind of feel like ever since Haven, Global Esports have been a little bit rattled.
Clear disconnect. Very unfortunate, but it is what it is. 3-9, and Gen.G are just having a while of a time on this attacking half.
Well, I guess on the bright side, Global Esports in playing this map twice and not really, I'll say, needing to do much on their attacking side, right? They're getting 4 rounds to close out both of the series. It does give them some ideas on what does work and what doesn't work, right? They get some ideas on what was working for Gen.G in that first half there as well. But with no access to timeouts, no stoppages available if they do start to lose a bit of momentum, I do start to get worried. And that's not even just bringing into the front of mind that it's a 9-3 deficit half here for Global Esports. The pistol, I mean, you have to be finding this one. You almost have to be finding the bonus round as well. And then if you start to make some momentum known, well, Gen.G, they'll drop a timeout here and there. We'll have a couple of ulti rounds here and there. It is a little bit of a woeful scenario right now for Global.
The odds are stacked against them for sure. They certainly have to try, Komodo, because this is Pacific Stage 2. GE are desperate to make it to playoffs.
Yeah, currently sitting down with not too many championship points throughout the course of this entire year. But let's see now what this pistol round does provide for us. The attacking side for Global, a bit of a mid-fight at the moment. Papi with the squad, it's Crystal off to the wing. They're just not given anything by Gen.G until Texture wants to go with the squad at A. And they pop the shield in mid as well. This double tap will eventually fade the ban. He wants the hunt, he wants the fight.
And it's been cracked. Munchkin very aware now, slows them down. Foxy with the angle, 2. Second slow and a snake bite. So much stall on this B site. Crystal can't even make his way past the wall. It's gonna take him so much time just to chip through.
He can get into that pocket as well currently, behind the toxic screen. 50 seconds to go, the numbers here for GE.
Foxy 9 plays close, the right click! Yudotan to trade. Munchkin still alive and backpedals into the elbow, while the rest of the team arrives out from Link.
Where do you look to plant though at the current point in time, right? You gotta still go for a bit of a fight. Yudotan trying to do that.
Yeah, trying to push them off. Paint shell spent though.
30
While
seconds
Gen.G
left.
just trying to create as many possible angles for them as possible.
This is workable for Global.
Okay. Yeah, planted save into the corner. Munchkin out from the top of heaven. You gotta look to how G is looking to play. Crystal inside of B main. Can he be that one last savior?
Well, there's just no utility for Gen.G at the moment, and no one is giving a fight to Munchkin up a tower.
Just waiting for the smokes and then to move up.
Player
All the
standing.
trades have been found. Just as soon as the smoke goes off, Munchkin, he does it all. Peaks at the same time. Effort by committee on the side of Gen.G.
Ah, just a couple of fights for Global Esports where they overplay their hand a little bit in that post lane, I feel like. They're getting a little bit paranoid and worried, right? What if there was a scenario that there was a flank? They hadn't seen Munchkin for quite a little bit when they flushed him and forced him back towards the halls. It was looking like a great hold on the site for Gen.G, actually, finding a couple of the numbers. It was a 5 versus 3 for a couple of moments there. It's unfortunate for Crystal and for Yudotan. They're out in the open a little bit, not winning those fights. Good retake to come through from Gen.G. Feel like that is where we start to maybe draw the curtain closed just ever so slightly, unless we get a force-up win for Global Esports here.
Desperate. You got the outlaw, you got a couple of stingers. And now the prowler that confirms information. But look at the judge.
Yeah, just real forwards for this play for Gen.G.
Oh.
But as I
What?
say that, ban. Stellar shot on towards Foxy 9. Can we get more though?
Yeah. Alerts Karon to then throw out that smoke. Gen.G still trying to play the distance.
Yeah, do have the prowler that you can still invest as Crystal there to go around towards B with the judge. And currently is only Munchkin, as I say that. Ash trying to see if anyone has gotten a little bit closer towards mid, which currently we know is not the case. But now Global Esports just together as a pack. Try to work with the lesser guns in numbers. This battle is a bit big for me here currently. Crystal and Munchkin.
Ash somewhat aware that mid is dirty as well. Repositions.
Imagine if Munchkin just pushes in front of this one.
Oh, that's a judge. Crystal. Yeah, maintains just enough distance to get that headshot. Side open now. Ash still around the corner, but it's a stinger. Oh, and it's a whip. 10 left in the mag, and it's Ban who capitalizes on that situation.
Yeah, hitting our shots at the moment are Global Esports looking to make this one a bit of a flawless run.
Ooh, uh-oh. Jinxed them, Komodo. Just texture left on the Guardian now. 1v4. Certainly don't want to toss that weapon away either. Trying to play it safe as best as possible. But Ban will seal the deal.
Well, talk about the little force up to come through from Global Esports, right? Unless they're able to win a force buy, that's exactly what they do. So maybe this is a lifeline thrown their way to get back in towards this map. There's some great patience as well on the back of these picks, together as a team, together as a unit. Sometimes these rounds do happen, but we needed to see some more come through for Global Esports now. What does the actual depth of their playbook look like on this attacking side now that they have to play it from a deficit scenario?
Stringing possible comeback together.
Oh, that's so risky from Foxy 9. Oh, I thought the paint shells would finish him off. How has he gotten away with that one? He'll pilfer the ulti orb. He'll self-heal. Not to great success. Not to the 400.
Sure enough.
But you'll also be denying the ulti orb from someone like Ban, who's getting close to the ult. Oh, and you remove Papi here. Okay. Are we looking for just another untoward round, another wayward walk around the map?
Maybe. Already success is found for Gen.G this round.
Yeah, Crystal's not been able to scope out too many things over towards B, though. He's got full command of main and call for the team to come back there, but instead they're going to look to pivot towards, well, maybe mid, maybe towards A, and if it is the latter that I mentioned, they're going to be going into a whopping stack from Gen.G. 4 players I just wonder, do they stay here altogether, or do they think that the time is too quiet around the map? Let's see.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. The shield makes it that much more apparent. Gen.G, though, it is pistols. We'll see if they can find the range needed. Ban just goes in and sprays all ham everywhere. Texture at least gets one more kill, but that might be that. Munchkin too far off. Foxy9, close enough, but it's a classic. Stinger kill found. It's just Munchkin now, as he walks straight into the crosshairs of Ban. 4K, Mr. Ban has a kill contract ready.
Big pickup from Ban there. While Blinded still goes for the spray, collects on a second one as well. Could have been a little bit more risky around the site, but I think just the shots hitting where required from GE with the numbers as well. And I mean, it always helps as well that Ash doesn't get to fight when he's caught with throwing out the C's. Win on the back of that one. We get the weapons in hands for everyone. Some Guardians in the mix, but this is a better equipped round for both squads to start to really see what these defenses look like for Gen.G, what the attack looks like for Global, who are poised for a full 5 execute towards the B side.
Yeah, kill contract doesn't really find Munchkin either. He does reposition because of it. Now look to B-Link as well. Gen.G getting within distance.
Full bona fide 5 versus 5, no ultimates online.
Looking to crack open a wall, and kill found as well for Ash. More utility gets tossed in. The C's just to try to create more space. Gen.G very aware, prevents that from happening. 2 more kills, and maybe the third as the wallbang gets got. It's just Poppy left, tucked inside the corner, not able to do anything. Gen.G bring themselves back into the game.
Quite the convincing retake to come through from them as well, right? When the wall's broken in towards Connector, you'll just look for the frag on towards Ban, and you know what, at a deficit, Global Esports probably have to get a little bit hunting, right? They have to go for some space around the site. Very claustrophobic, that B site can be. And they do lose the duels over towards the Hall side of things, so just well played for Gen.G. Everybody prioritized Crosshair placement. There's really only one angle you need to look there for them. Just a strong retake to come on out for Global. Now, they are marching towards a couple of their ultimates, but they're not going to be able to answer currently.
Quick on the hit now, out with the flash as well. GE just trying to back off as much as possible, not wanting to lose too many heads early on. GE into middle as well. Kills now found. Has a lot more space. They can stream out across sites. Oh, the res, and it's just quickly punished over.
Yeah, this is a massive punishment, actually. Global Esports don't even need to hang around for the fight here against Texture if they don't want to. He's so hungry, trying to win this round in a clutch fashion. He's just not going to be given the chance. So the resurrection from Foxy9 not working out. The aggression from Gen.G over at B main. Something different, something we didn't really see from Global. It doesn't work out, so maybe that was a bit of an idea for Global that they didn't necessarily need to. Regardless, this is going to be a well-needed round for the attacking squad. Surviving with 3 as well will keep some of this economy in check. Poppy, Ban, quite low. We should actually see a bit of an investment too for Gen.G, right? Can hot potato a gun over. Texture still does have this overdrive. So it's not like it's going to be a chance for Global Esports to get a freebie on the back of this one.
Not entirely, not yet. Still a successful round. 5 more just to close in the gap. Got some ults shored up to possibly string some of those rounds together.
Yeah, just a couple of different looks for Global Esports on this attacking side can really tackle these defenses as well, right? Poppy starts to get activated a little bit into this one after he's, well, maybe. I don't really want to see outlier play that we saw from him last time, but it kind of feels like it was a little bit. He's falling back behind the team more often than not currently. So if he's able to step up and meet with the team, see a bit more of a stronger Global right now.
Potentially. Still, once again, smokes.
There's more of a default across the map currently here as well. Gen.G. See what they're going to be able to piece together informational wise, and for Global too. Oh, don't tell me Ban's going to find Foxy9 again if he pops his head up.
Quite ready for it. Foxy9 must be aware as well.
Well, the thing is, they've just got no reconnaissance ability over towards this A site currently, right? It's Texture, and Foxy9 would have to body check. So it's a little bit of a blessing in disguise for them that Global Esports revealed themselves with the Boombot.
Spike किधर है भाई?
Thankfully. Meanwhile, though, still got Karan just kind of lurking towards the middle side.
Well, the decisions we made now for Global tends towards the A site here.
Oh, and then the wall.
Yeah, gonna have to respect this one, because I don't think you're gonna try and counter wall yourself up over this one. You're gonna have to break the chunk and go in together. Nightfall in too.
Oh, especially in with the undercut too from Ban. Just trying to soften it up as much as possible, but Nightfall.
Yeah, great stall though from this Poison Cloud, isn't it? It wasn't revealed yet, I don't think at all that it was on the floor there. Harpy actually, a Cosmic Divide in.
And then you got the judge as well. Yudotan in with the showstopper. Doesn't quite connect, but it is enough to scare Gen.G off position. Texture, just trying to play inside the corner.
15 seconds, they got to get a plant here.
Oh, I got to rush in through, but Ash, he's held it. Texture providing that assistance as well. The guns are necessary. You also got the rest of the Gen.G squad coming up through. 2 more found. It's just Crystal left. Oh, it's not possible. Foxy9 has come in to rob it all away.
Yeah, you needed to see both of the Gen.G members there. You feel like for Crystal to be able to win that one. No time left on the clock to get the plant, unfortunately. It was, what, 22-ish seconds before they got through the choke point and started to get in towards the site. And it's just Ash and Texture delivering, throwing in some chaos. So now it is the map and series point for Gen.G. They've got 6 of them to play with here. It's not even a full equipped Global Esports to go into this round with either. One away from the resurrection. Maybe you want to see that as an angle picked up. Global will be able to get closer towards this B side. It's actually going to be more of a formulation on towards the kill contract. I respect the idea. We're going to pull Foxy9 into the Gulag.
Tries to crack the shield with right click, but Ban plays off the location of it instead.
Contract complete.
Contract complete.
Go for a little pause.
Yeah, Global Esports can't get into the B site. Stalled by utility. Meanwhile, look at the deep space that Gen.G find in mid and in A. It does lock Global towards this B site, but I don't actually think that's a bad thing here. They can wait for their haunt to come back online.
Texture का position.
And with the C's, oh, Gen.G trying to hold up around the choke point, but it's not quite happening. Yudotan able to break through with the team. Swaps over to the Phantom, and then the wall to come
Texture
up.
देगा पूरा.
Multi-pronged retake here to come through for Gen.G. If they even want to. Texture from the attacking side, spawn of things, and Karan on the flip.
Overdrive, relays, and flashes.
Noted though.
Yeoman trying to do his best to stall and prevent Texture.
That might just be the save
Go
right
in,
there,
yeah.
and then you're not getting through that slow orb there when your position's known. You're wanting the element of surprise for that flank. Well done from Global Esports. Just losing Ban, a cosmic, a kill contract, drone in 1. Absolutely take that. But you've got to still find 5 more of those sort of style rounds to get us into overtime on this 3rd and final map here.
If you're a GE fan, you're certainly hoping. Gen.G, all they need is just that 1 good round.
Yeah, and they might be able to get it soon as well on this defensive side. Munchkin about to get that Viper's Pit online. You've still got Texture as well with the overdrive. I mean, we saw already in this series so far just how damaging he can be when he gets that ult online, right? Just zapping you down very, very quickly. No timeout needing to be invested. Gen.G, of course, holding the cards in that area. You feel like at this current point in time as well, dropping in the timeout would just give GE a little bit more fuel, go a little bit further.
खाएगा एक shot.
Steady
Texture.
for Global.
Texture peeking out. Oh, but they're stacked up.
Yeah, very individual for that fight from Texture there. Imagine a world in which he was able to just finish off both of those players. Very different result to this one. Yo-Man would have been dead. The resurrection not available. Ban as well. A heavy hitter for this GE side. They're not going to toy with the idea of getting the ulti orb though over towards the A side. It would bring that res online.
For now, G still happy to take things slow and steady again. Back in the middle, it's a sudden explosion. Karon somehow walks away with 2 kills, repositions off the paranoia.
I wonder if that was actually heard. He's done quite well to get to the other side at the moment, and this toxic screen can be a bit of a bailout strategy. He's even got his ult if he wants to at the moment, but his position was not expected. That repos from him is superb, and he's looking for the ace closure. It's not going to happen. Now, Yeoman for the RYZEN to ban.
30 seconds
And there
left.
it goes. More question marks now, though.
Spotted. That's all the information that Gen.G know. They know this is going towards the B side at the moment. Munchkin, can he cut them off?
Toxins going up.
Just holding and waiting. Perfect
Oh, he's
time
got
on
him.
the screen as well, but Ban tries to bail out his team, but Munchkin just swings for it.
What is that?
Yeoman has to stick the spike, but at this point, it's too dangerous. He's running out of time. Foxy Knight swings out from behind, and Gen.G just closes out the map in style.
It just feels like the first half maybe a
मुझे
little
एक
bit
बात
too much
बताओ।
space found by G.
कितने मैच है? The top 4 में रहना है. Okay. ओ भाई क्या अंधेरा है बे? कोई बात मिलता को कल बाय बाय.